LiteFinance, the world of financial freedom.
Hello, it's Monday, June 12th, and it is a time to start the market forecast in which we will summarize what might happen during this week in terms of key macro data publications and, of course, how those events will influence the prices of the assets, where today we will focus on gold. Okay, let's begin with the calendar, where as usual we start from Tuesday because on Monday nothing is happening. And so it will bring us a final CPI readings from Germany and the US. On Wednesday we will get UK GDP in the morning, PPI inflation from the US, crude oil inventories, and most importantly FOMC rate decision, where consensus of analysts predicts no changes. On Thursday we will get a response from the ECB, which should raise their level of rates by another 25 basis points. Apart from that, still that day we will get retail sales from the US. On Friday we will get interest rate decision from Japan, along with a monetary policy statement and the final CPI reading from the Eurozone. So, when is a good moment to buy gold? Some will say during geopolitical tensions, some will answer during high inflation. And so all will be right. The war in Ukraine has lasted for 17 months and the geopolitical risks remain high. But gold seems to become immune to them. In 2022, the US inflation grew the fastest in the past 40 years, but the XAU-USD didn't have much of a success. So, when is a good moment to buy gold? Ask the economy. History suggests that gold's most important growth driver is the Fed's monetary expansion. XAU-USD quotes grew at the beginning of the 21st century amid the Fed funds rates drop and during the quantitative easing in 2007 to 2008. After borrowing costs collapsed to almost zero during the pandemic, gold reached its record high. Now we see why gold started so well in 2023. Investors counted on the Fed's dovish reversal amid a recession, and many economists believed only a recession would help the Fed to handle inflation. GDP suggests a recession is already here. Real GDP has grown by 1% in the past 2 years, which is close to the growth potential. But the growth potential is falling by 1.4%. Such a divergence is due to the decline in the corporate revenues. A tough jobs market makes companies hold their employees at all costs, which affects employment rates and performance. That can result in the so-called growth recession, where GDP growth slows down without involving a recession. It's one of the soft landing scenarios that Fed is dreaming about. Only Alan Greenspan could achieve a soft landing in 1994 to 1995 period despite aggressive tightening. Interestingly, gold didn't feel good back then. Investors felt a recession coming, but it didn't come in the end, and gold was sold. Something similar is happening now. According to Goldman Sachs, recession chances for the coming 12 months declined from 35 to 25% after strong US labor stats for April and May were released. So Barclays predicts a slight recession. So the chance of a dovish return in 2023 is melting away and the XAU-USD is correcting. So what's next? I don't believe the labor market will cool down drastically as employers hold on to their staff. So productivity will continue falling and a growth recession scenario looks likely. In such an environment, gold is unlikely to resume trending up and update its record peak. So we will sell it on retracement from the resistance at $1992 and to $2008, or when quotes come back below 1944. And so that will be all, guys, from my side. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.